Here's how this works. Water, salt, and pepper, those are freebies. Your pantry, it better have flour, oil, vinegar, mustard, and garlic. Beyond that, you'll only need 5 more ingredients and 25 minutes to put an entree or entire meal on the table. So, shop, set the clock, and let's dish out. All right, we will definitely need some steak. Kind of seems like a key ingredient, right? I've got a nice thick 1-pound ribeye here to make 2 sandwiches. Maybe 3, depending on how much meat you put on yours. Some ciabatta rolls, a nice bundle of parsley, some fresh oregano, and finally some red pepper flakes. First thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and always dry off your steaks if you're trying to get a nice sear. If you want them to look pale and disgusting, then, leave all that moisture on there. Season generously with salt, olive oil into a ripping hot skillet, lay the steak away from you. We've done this before, pretty simple. Pat that other side dry, give it 1 to 2 minutes to caramelize, of course season the other side, and then once I've got a pretty solid crust on there like that, I'm going to flip that bad boy over and take him straight into our 400 degree oven until it is cooked through to my liking. I'm looking for about 125 to 130 degrees for a nice medium rare. While the steak cooks, we're going to make one of the world's great condiments. That is a chimichurri. So I'm going to slice some of the leaves and small stems off of this parsley and give that a very nice fine dice. Now, you can definitely do this in a food processor or a mortar and pestle, but I like the texture from hand-chopped herbs, but absolutely do it however you like. Next up, we're going to put about a tablespoon of, again, freshly, thoroughly chopped oregano in there, a pinch of red pepper flakes to your taste, and then we'll go into the pantry and grab a couple of cloves of garlic and get those crushed in. Finally, we'll add some red wine vinegar, about 1 part of that to 2 parts olive oil, depending on how zippy you like your chimichurri. And a nice fresh crack of pepper and a pinch of salt. Go ahead and stir all of that to combine, and in about 5 minutes you will have one of the most vibrant, herbaceous, slightly spicy, wonderful condiments that you can have with any kind of fish, chicken, and particularly works great with fatty cuts like ribeye, as that acidity just really helps to cut through the fatty richness of the meat. So we'll go ahead and take our ciabatta bun here, split it in half, drizzle it with olive oil, because a great sandwich is pretty much impossible without toasted bread. There is our beautifully seared steak that we also let rest for about 5 minutes. And I'm going to go in here and cut this on a slight bias, about 1/4 inch thick slices. You can see this thing is just nice and medium, maybe medium rare, kind of in the middle there it looks like. Got a really nice cook on that. I love grilling steaks, but I'm not firing up a grill just to make one ribeye, so pan searing is a great method. Look at that, juicy, steaky perfection. We'll grab our toasted bun from the oven, lay down a few slices of ribeye, and top it generously with that vibrant chimichurri. Now, at this point, we're kind of out of ingredients, right? This is your steak sandwich, and I am telling you, man, crispy olive oil coated bread, perfectly cooked steak, and chimichurri with some fresh cracked pepper and a pinch of salt is a amazing sandwich. But what if you wanted to make it even more amazing? Well, I would start by adding a couple of nice ripe vine tomatoes. We got to season those with salt, of course, to bring out their flavor. A little crunchiness from some green leaf lettuce. And finally, a little bit of cheese in the form of some really creamy, delectable burrata cheese. We'll hit that with a little more fresh cracked pepper and crown this king of steak sandwiches. Check that out. As I always say around here, guys, 5 and 25 is really just a way of giving you a template to make a quick meal in under 25 minutes with a handful of ingredients, but I hope you will do as I did here, and always feel free to gussy things up to your liking. You could definitely have this on its own, but those toppings really make it something else altogether. Get that rich, unctuous, fatty ribeye and that vinegary, sharp, and spicy chimichurri, that creamy burrata, nice acidity from those tomatoes, man. This one's a home run. I really hope you'll give it a try. If nothing else, it'll help you get really good at cooking a steak in a pan to your perfect doneness. But that is one heck of a sandwich. Go make it, or at least go make something delicious.